needs, he frequently values the very things that will lead him to self-destruction. Judged by objective standards, he is engaged in a chronic process of self-sacrifice. But if sacrifice is a virtue, it is not the neurotic, but the rational man who must be cured. He must learn to do violence to his own rational judgment, to reverse the order of his value hierarchy, to surrender that which his mind has chosen as the good, to turn against and invalidate his own consciousness. Do mystics declare that all they demand of man is that he sacrifice his happiness? To sacrifice one's happiness is to sacrifice one's desires. To sacrifice one's desires is to sacrifice one's values. To sacrifice one's values is to sacrifice one's judgment. To sacrifice one's judgment is to sacrifice one's mind. And it is nothing less than this that the creed of self-sacrifice aims at and demands. The root of selfishness is man's right, a need to act on his own judgment. If his judgment is to be an object of sacrifice, what sort of efficacy, control, freedom from conflict, or serenity of spirit will be possible to man? The second aspect that is pertinent here involves not only the creed of self-sacrifice, but all the foregoing tenets of traditional morality. An irrational morality, a morality set in opposition to man's nature, to the facts of reality, and to the requirements of man's survival, necessarily forces men to accept the belief that there is an inevitable clash between the moral and the practical, that they must choose either to be virtuous or to be happy, to be idealistic or to be successful, but they cannot be both. This view establishes a disastrous conflict on the deepest level of man's being, a lethal dichotomy that tears man apart. It forces him to choose between making himself able to live and making himself worthy of living. Yet self-esteem and mental health require that he achieve both. If man holds life on earth as the good, if he judges his values by the standard of that which is proper to the existence of a rational being, then there is no clash between the requirements of survival and of morality, no clash between making himself able to live and making himself worthy of living. He achieves the second by achieving the first. But there is a clash. If man holds the renunciation of this earth as the good, the renunciation of life, of mind, of happiness, of self, under an anti-life morality,